that when we roll up the floors, we're gonna roll them up so that all the junk can be thrown outside. You know what I mean? To be really careful. I want to contain every dust particle that I'm possibly able to. right behind you, bud, sorry.
I'm not gonna present party.
Oh, yeah. Makes Rob horny.
I just wanna save time, just like you.
You've been playing with, them girls in the strip club in GTA? You've resisted the temptation?
Well,
Haven't gone for your lap dance?
I had.
Rob goes into GTA 5 and goes into the strip club to get a lap dance.
Very funny.
He gets all excited.
No, actually, I just haven't played it in a few months. Just because PlayStation is being funny. Right now, because of my description on YouTube, on the internet. For the internet, yeah.
Why is that giving themselves?
Oh, because they have to go and pick up a couple of those cards, things, for that. Just being finicky.
Where can you get those?
Any store.
Family Dollar?
You can get them at,
Hannaford?
Hannaford over here. You can get them,
PlayStation card?
yeah, you can get them
How
at,
much are they?
you can get $25 ones, $50 ones, $100 ones.
Holy fuck. Why so much? Why do you gotta pay that much?
I don't know.
That's stupid.
That's why I'm not doing it right now.
Just to play a game that you already have the console for?
Yeah.
What's the sense to even buy the disc then? Why not just, if you're gonna have to go internet, then why not just sell the whole thing right on internet and say to hell with the discs? Is that what they're trying to do?
Yeah,
To not have to sell the disc anymore?
I think so.
Well, in that case, like why, that's stupid. Subscriptions to a game that you just bought, like that should not, that's a ripoff.
Yeah.
Like you think you're good to buy the game and play all of it, and then you get the thing, you go home and it's like, oh, you have to buy this subscription. To me, that's stupid. That should not be allowed.
No.
Just because they can rip you off on a streaming service, they do. It's like, oh wow, you found a way to rip more money out of me. Congratulations.
And then I got frustrated with it and haven't played it since.
Yeah, now there's less people playing. But there's so many little kids that make their parents do the online thing that they're making more money now. Because they rip you off so heavy on the streaming cost. And it's a monthly thing. It's like owning a house.
Yeah, like, there's like tractor farmers.
You're renting their house. You don't just buy it, you don't just buy the game, but now you're renting their little box. And it depends on how many games you want to play too. Because they can double up on you, triple up on you,
Yeah,
quadruple up on you.
yeah. It's just like the tractor farming simulator game.
You literally, why? Why would you need streaming on something so basic? The disc doesn't have enough memory in it. We had memory in fucking 2001 enough to play a game.
Only way you're gonna need that is to be able to talk back and forth to your friends or something like that.
That's stupid. That should just be a little click away.
Yeah,
that your Spectrum handles, no different than your Roku box.
yeah.
You buy a Roku box, you don't pay a monthly subscription for that. It just plugs in.
Yeah, that's how they get you. Stupid.
Well, I'm sorry you're being taken. Your money's being taken, that sucks.
It's not being taken anymore because I'm not paying for it.
Right.
Caught on to that little fucking game, so I'm done with it.
Right. What's happening, everybody? Talk to me. How's it going?
Yeah, at some point I'm gonna try to fix my dad's old camper up.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
More Florida than that foolish thing. It's older than the hills.
Wicked. Hey, grab that ball in front of you. Let's do a test. Ready? Stay right where you are.
Just 1 second.
That's good. Come on.
You cheated.
I banked off that bitch.
No, you cheated.
You gotta go too. See if you can make it from where you sit. Oh, come on, man.
But I was over it.
Oh, you gotta get in that thing. Talking about I cheated, I made it in the dang thing, man. You failed.
I know I failed.
What do you mean?
Because I'm not a basketball player.
I'm not a basketball player. Well, actually, I gotta lie. I can't lie. I played a lot of ball.
I never have, so.
I played a lot of ball. Basketball was my outlet.
That's one thing I sucked at.
I was very good at it.
But baseball, on the other hand, you give me a bat.
Oh, I was good at all of it, really. Baseball, basketball, all of it.
You give me a baseball, I'd crack that thing all day long. But you give me a basketball hoop and a basketball, and nope.
Yeah, we played baseball before, didn't we?
Yeah, the Cobra.
Yeah. You ready? Let's get it, bud. Here we go. Come on.
Hold on, I got a few pieces of stuff to make.
Yeah. Oh! I was trying to bank it.
See, that's my right hand. I can't do shit with that.
Yeah. Can't even catch, can you? I got it. On the fade. Oh, come on.
Well, at least I hit it.
Give that thing an honest shot. Right in the dike. Oh, come on. Slam dunk that thing, man. Get it, Rob. Yeah, buddy.
I can do it when it's right close, but I can't
At least
do
you
it.
cleaned up, Mom. At least you cleaned up. You're the trash man today. You better watch out because you're catching your rebound goals. Sexy. All right, let's leave this part right here while I do the plumbing. Just so I, you know. But we can go around and do the perimeter all the way around and just take the tape up. Leave the drop cloths, but just rip the tape up, you know what I mean? Even this here, just but we'll leave this L right here, okay? But I'd say from where the stove's gonna be all the way and all the other rooms is probably best to just start getting it, because it's gonna start sticking like that. You know what I mean? It'll start to absorb itself into the floor and just get really hard to lift up. Why aren't you guys talking? What's going on?
Anyone in?
Anybody in here that we know? If you haven't subscribed, please do. It would be a huge help to the channel. Huge help. Huge, huge help. Okay, I have to go do a little bit of mud down the street, a couple miles down the road. I gotta mud a ceiling in the closet and the bedroom. I gotta sand it and then mud it last coat. So, hoping I don't know, I'm thinking that'll be the end of it for the day, maybe. I mean, if I can come back and put doorknobs on, I'll be happy to, you know. But we'll just wheel the saws inside for today, until we're done. We also have to, let's put these back. Unless you want to get a picture of it. No, it's not even done, we gotta get these.
I'm loving that planet.
Oh, me too. Especially where I got it for free. It just makes it look that much nicer. Because that's $1,000 rock right there. They're king polish and everything. And then what, $30 for me to epoxy them holes? Who cares? You know? I want to get pictures of all this. Before I leave. Let's expose it to the world, Rob. Want to help me with this before I go? Rip these up. Gave you some venison there, huh?
That's just like gold.
All backstrap too. Vacuum packed backstrap at that. vacuum packed. So you know it's gonna be fresh. Fresh and tasty.
Once you put the old seasoning on it,
Yeah, the old Casey's barbecue, bud.
you worry about that Casey barbecue. Put a lot on there.
Hey, I'm having some problems. It's starting to pull old layers of paint off. Just make sure you're not getting the lower shelf dirty, please.
Yeah.
Is your jacket dirty? You may want to take it off. I don't know. Is it distributing dirt?
No?
Alright, cool. As long as we're not getting it dirty, it should be fine. When I do this stuff, I gotta wash my hands like 4 times a day. Which you should probably do that anyway, but like I have to actually like make sure that my hands are washed before I come back to work. It's like in between, let's say I go outside and grab some pieces of wood out of the truck.
Yeah.
Well, now I got dirt from that wood on my hands. And then I bring it in and get it all over this brand new white everything, and it's like,
Frustrating.
wow, yeah, it just makes for a really dirty house when you're spending thousands of dollars painting it white. And now I'm smoking inside like a bad boy.
There's a couple pieces over here I can't try to get.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, I need that multi-tool. I got it. You wanna get this one below, will I clean up the other ones?
I was just waiting for you to get out of my way.
Well, you pushed me, you skipped that and come over here and get in my way over here. appreciate you seeing this through, Rob.
Yes.
I'm sure you do as well. This is an important build. You know, it's not just a quick throw together job. It's more personal than that. It's my first apartment of my own. You know, first renovation, or actually first new build of my own that I own. You know what I mean? I've already done the whole like construction company, you know, it's my company. I'm over that. Working for myself and all that, it's like great, cool. But what are you getting out of it? Nothing, because you don't own the home. So now that I own the home, I mean, this is like so important for our future, for our kids. And I'll make sure that you got plenty of steak out of it, I'll tell you that.
And it gives people places to live too.
That's the kicker right there. That's what makes me go hard.
That's
Because
what,
someone's gonna live here and they're gonna say, who the did this? Right? Do you want them to say that like in a bad way, or do you want them to say that in a good way?
in a good way.
Do you want them to live in here and feel comfortable and have accessories and luxuries of nice things? Or do you want them to have just thrown together junk and they're like, oh, that's good enough for me? And it's like, yeah, okay, cool, it's good enough for me too, but wouldn't it be nice to have something a little better?
A little nicer.
Yeah, and you put just a little bit more work into it and you get just a little bit better, you know? So, you know, it just depends on how much money you have for the build. And I just so happen to be okay on this one build. So I said, if I can do it that way, and it's my first, well then this will be my, you know, this will be my test pallet for the rest of them. And yes, working by myself was way different than owning the than working with a bunch of your crewmen. Something like this we could have built in about 3 to 4 months on a crew. But when it's just me, one, that motivation isn't there, because I'm not making all the extra money on the guys, so I'm not motivated to get up and go. It's draining the life out of my bank account, and it drains the life. So basically, as your bank account dwindles, your apprehension starts to grow, you know, and you get worried.
Yeah.
Am I gonna do this in time? Is this gonna work out? You know, so you gotta really just stand firm on that and believe in yourself the whole time. Because the end of the job is always the part that gets you. It gets all the clients between 75% and 100 is when they start flipping out. Because the prep that it takes to get a job like this done, it takes time, a lot of time, probably twice as much, if not 3 times as much as a normal person would think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of extra work that you wouldn't, you know, if you want it to come out nice, it's gonna take a little extra time. You know, and you can't just run people into the ground like slave ants. We're not little slave ants. We're not gonna go, you know, like a bull in a drag show, you know. We're not your bull in the drag show. So, kind of like, you gotta remember that, you know, we're only human, and we get tired, and we get sore, and we get upset, and we have good days, and we have bad days.
We have days when we don't want to do it.
And then we have days that we're on top of the world, and we get twice as much as we thought we were gonna get done, and it all works out great, you know?
We have those days where we just don't want to even get out of bed to go do it.
Right. Those days for me are gone.
Yeah.
The first couple months, I played it like that. I don't feel like doing it today. But nowadays, even if I'm sore, sick, whatever, I still have to get up and go to bed, even on a Sunday. Every single day, all 7 days of the week, I have to work to get us out of this apartment and then out of the debt that I put myself in to get here. I'm gonna have to move so that I can rent out the place that I'm living in. You know, there's gonna be a lot of changes coming soon, very soon. We're gonna be working every day. It'll be like my first 2 years. My first 2 years, I put in 17-hour days, 7 days a week. I barely ever took days off. Like, I would complain if I was made to take Christmas off or something. I would be upset. Because I knew that I had to get here. I was never gonna get here by sitting on my fucking couch, you know what I mean? It's never gonna get here by going fishing on the weekend with my boys. Now that's not to say I didn't end up doing all that 8, 9 years later, but it took me a while to get to the point where I was established and had financial security enough to be able to do it. Always wanted it, that was the goal, you know, but if you can't physically do it because you're financially crippled, then there's no sense to put yourself through the financial hassle, because all it's going to do is send you even deeper into the debt that you're scared of creating. So I found hobbies that bring me money. You know, hunting. Hunting, I bring home at least $2,000 worth of steak every year. So that's a hobby that pays me. I don't have to buy steak or burger because I kill my own. And I get to eat organic. So it's literally, you can't get any more organic than shooting deer in the wilderness, you know? So you're eating healthier, you're eating leaner, and it's kind of, I mean, you gotta pay for the licenses and stuff, but that's pennies compared to how much meat costs.
Yeah.
And I have Christmas presents, because I can just go around and pass everybody out steak, and everyone loves me right to death, you know? Like my grandmother and stuff.
Yeah.
I always make sure my grandmother has steak. Everybody else. Whoever else wants it, you know, friends, family. And they're not wasting it either. They're eating that shit before I even get out of the door half the time. They got it right on the frying pan, like, holy shit, let that marinate in some soy sauce and Worcester sauce for a little bit. And it tastes way better if you marinate that in Worcester and soy.
Oh, yeah. Stop right there. Main drain right there. They even got the smoke detector area too.
Good job. Cool.
I got it so you can find your outlets.
They're all clean, every one of them. Now I just gotta put, wait, hold on, let's get pictures. All right, what's up, DJ? How's it going?
Broke it.
So it looks like I'm probably gonna have to plumb tomorrow. Just because, you know, I don't really wanna, there's a lot to it. And so what I'll do is I'll just come in here and like either take more tape off the hinges and clean the hinges up, or put doorknobs on and striker plates, shit like that. We can put covers back on. Outlet covers, switch covers, plate covers.
You can do that tomorrow.
You don't want to do it today?
No.
All right, I gotta go mud. But I really do want to clean up the floor and stuff like that. So I'll come back tonight and I'll get all the hinges cleaned up, the floor cleaned up where I see it.
Well, when you come back, you shoot me a text and I'll fire down.
Yeah, I mean, it's only gonna be like a half an hour.
Yeah,
So-
and I'll help you whip out a few things.
Yeah?
Mhm.
We'll get the bucket out, we'll separate like different fasten things. Oh, and I can put up like the closet rods and we can put back together the fuse panel.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah,
I
lights, we can take the light things off.
I opened it up so we could find it.
Yeah, cool. So it's all taped, all the tape is off.
Yeah.
Nice. And maybe you can do the rest of the perimeters of the floor? Or do that tomorrow. Save that for tomorrow, that's backbreaking.
Yeah.
That's why I wear my knee pads. I actually have all kinds of knee pads in there if you want to wear them. I got like 5 or 6 pairs that you can wear. Nice ones too. But man, isn't this place some pretty? I'm some happy about
I
this.
need to pick me up a pair.
Yeah.
When I'm helping my brother-in-law do.
Well, I'll give you one. I got all kinds. Yeah, I'll give you some.
Yeah. Well, when I'm helping my brother-in-law.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna peace out real quick, and we're gonna go drywall. We're gonna go sand what we laid earlier, and then we'll put another coat on, last coat, and then tomorrow we're going to paint the place. Hopefully, we'll paint twice, 2 coats tomorrow. Prime it. So we'll roll it out. Cut it in, roll it out. Yep. Cut it in and roll it out. As a matter of fact, I might even just be able to roll it if I'm really careful, because she took the top board off most of it. And there's a 3/4 difference where the trim's gonna go, so I should just be able to roll that bitch. All right, guys. Make sure we're like and subscribe and share. Appreciate you.